Hey guys, so this is Maddie with Maddie's Famous Chili House. Have you ever been to the Chinese buffets and they have a tray of like little donuts with sugar all over them? Well, anyway, I always think that they have such a unique taste. I avoid every part of starch, every carb in the buffet when I go to a Chinese place, but I don't even eat the rice. I may have the mai fun, which kind of looks like angel hair pasta. But that's pretty much it because I always try to avoid starches, sugars, things like that. But these donuts are really good. Well, anyway, theirs are good. I don't know what happened to mine. This is my first time making this. I found a recipe off of the computer, the internet. And it says to make them into biscuits and then drop them into oil. And that's another thing I don't do. I don't fry with oil. I don't fry. I don't smurge anything into oil and let it fry. It's very hard for my heart to take. I think about that and I think about all the oil that's just going to run through your veins. I mean, I'll buy that stuff out when I'm out, but it's just very hard for me to cook with it. But anyway, I made an exception because today I wanted to try the the Chinese donuts. So here they are. So anyway, here's the picture of the online Chinese donut, and it's called For You Lillian Chinese Donuts. If you go to look online, that's what you're going to search for. It's kind of why I give you guys the name. It's by Joanne. Let me see here if I can pull this up and tell you. So, 2 cups of flour. Now I'll post this too. A half a teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, a third of a cup of butter. I never use the shortening. I would always use butter. And 3/4 a cup of milk. You need the oil for the frying and then the sugar for the coating. So the sugar I put in a bowl, and after I pulled them out of the oil, I set them on a paper towel, and then about a minute later, I toss them around in the sugar. Now, I think if I'm going to do this again, I am going to probably wait a little bit longer because there's way too much sugar on those donuts. Yeah, there's just way too much sugar on here. So, but this is my first attempt, and I thought I'd share it with you. They taste very good inside. The only way I tweaked this was I put a little bit, like half a teaspoon of vanilla in with the dough when I was kneading it. So first you're supposed to take the butter and take a, oh goodness, what is it called? It's like breaks the butter and the flour up. Let me get it. One of these things. I had to pull it out of the sink, so it might be a little dirty. But anyway, these are great because I put the flour and the baking soda, whatever it called for the salt, into a bowl, and I put the chunk of butter in there, and then I chopped it up, and it just chops it up like this, and then into little crumbles. And that's also the way that you do when you make a coffee cake, and you have those little crumbles on the top. They are really just flour and butter, pretty much, and then before long, you got a whole lot of crumbles there. Okay, so once you mix up the flour mixture in with the butter, and then you pour the milk into it, and then you kind of stir it around with a spoon. You can put it onto a counter with a flour, and then knead it, but you don't knead it too many times. Then you put it into like 1/4 spoons and drop it into your oil. The oil should be in a bowl, and the oil should be in a pan about 2 inches thick, 2 inches high. And then you boil it. You cook it for about 2 minutes, then you pull it out. Now I had to test it because some of my balls were thicker than other ones, and the thinner ones, of course, cooked faster. But when I cut open one of the balls, I didn't press down too well, it was still pasty inside. So I dropped it back into the water. So anyway, you have to just test it as you're making it. Test the first one, see how long it takes to cook that size of width of biscuit or donut or whatever. So anyway, hey, this is Maddie. If you like this recipe and you try it yourself or you tweak it, what ways would I tweak it? Probably less sugar, a lot less sugar. And probably try it next time with no vanilla, because it's kind of throwing it off. I thought it would make it good, but anyway, I've got a whole, this is only half of the batch. There's probably like 2 more of these batches left, and I ate 2. All right, well, hey, this is Maddie with Maddie's Famous Chili House. Take care.